Here comes the boom, and I ask the Clash team questions you want answers to. That sounded way cornier than I expected. What is going on, fellow fans of Clash of Clans? It's your host, Galadon. Yes, the birthday boom has arrived. I am coming to you once again live from Tallinn, Estonia, getting ready to do a little anniversary stuff over here. But in the meantime, of course, we've got this other YouTube video that Clash of Clans put out talking about the birthday boom. And so I thought I would give it a try myself. Then, of course, even more importantly, I've got the answers to the questions that I posed to you guys last week on Twitter with that hashtag GaladonAskClash. Lots of answers. I had an informal Q&A session with the Clash of Clans team and got some really interesting answers. So first of all, let's just take a quick look. There it is, birthday boom. Once again, it goes along with the theme of the battle ram and the shrink trap and of course the ice wizard that we saw before. And what I mean is it's a temporary feature in the game. And personally, I think it would be a lot more fun if it were a lot more potent. Meaning, how about if these things really did some serious damage, like one of these spells destroyed a building? I mean, if it were only in the game for a couple of days, I don't feel like it would change things that much. Maybe it wasn't active in war, so it didn't throw off the war community. I think that would be a blast. I actually asked that question of the Clash of Clans team, and they liked it. They liked the idea, so we'll see. Maybe in the future, we'll see something like that where these temporary troops come in and excluding clan war, they do massive damage. They throw the balance off in the game. I think it would be a lot of fun. It would be a way to really change things up and make things exciting, even if it were only for a couple of days. So right here, we're taking a look at Chief Pat's base, and as you can see, he's got the gifts spread around as the result of that birthday boom, and I think you can pick those up for 5,000 elixir each, but we are going to give it a try right here. Just out on the right, and yes, I did bring Dirty Baby Dragon Spam. I know that you noticed that. I couldn't resist. We're going to go ahead and test out a few of these spells. They do take 2 space each, so not cheap to use, and the effectiveness, well, it's questionable. But they're fun, and that's the key. That's the theme that they're going for, I think, is it's fun, it's interesting, it's different. I love the looks of it. I just wish that it were stronger. If it combined the force of a lightning spell and the stun of a freeze spell, then it would be truly fun. And I honestly don't see why they don't do that. So again, I encourage them. I thought that it would be cool, and I hope I'm not the only one that feels that way. That might be bad. All right, let's go over here, check out this base. This is a tough one right here. Max Town Hall 11, every single defense maxed, all max walls, and I moved in with the classic Golo Bahabavi. I'll write that down for you later. It's a complicated attack. I'll need to dedicate a video to this one. Really, you know, the whole entry here, the kill squad, the use of the spells there, it's very intricate, and this is going to require a lengthy video, so don't try to replicate this. Yes, I did triple a maxed out Town Hall 11, but again, this was, you know, years of practice, and it's just not a beginner or even really an intermediate strategy. This is advanced knowledge, advanced timing, placement, and so again, future episode, but there you go. Just wanted to show it to you for now. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into these questions that I posed to the Clash of Clans team. Again, it was kind of an informal session. We didn't sit down in front of a camera. I didn't have anything recording at the time. We just sat down and talked, and I took notes. And it was really cool. I tried to focus on mostly the questions that you guys asked on that Twitter hashtag. So let's just go into it. There's no specific order here. The loot rewards. People wanted to see more loot rewards for higher trophy levels in the builder base. They did say that was coming. We should expect to see more loot rewards and bigger loot rewards for higher trophy levels in the future. Also, continuing with the builder base subject, a lot of people have reported, including myself, some strange troop behavior, whether you call it pathing, AI, whatever. The troops are not very predictable sometimes in the builder base, and that is something they are aware of. It's also something that they want to fix. They said there are fixes coming. Obviously, they want the troop pathing to be clean cut. in that they told me they want it to be predictable. When you place a troop, you should know where it's going to go. And right now, there are several different instances where if you do that, you just don't know for sure where it's going to go. It even seems sometimes like placing 2 troops on the same tile causes a slightly different path. So we can look for changes in the future. Also, other changes I talked about. Now, I realize this is a sore spot for me, and I asked them if they agreed, and they said yes. Baby dragons are maybe a little bit overused right now. And it wasn't so much that they didn't like baby dragons, and I agreed with this, but it was the fact that they prefer to see more complex attacks. They would like to see attacks that use multiple troops, that use entries, that use kill squads. They don't just want to see spam attacks, and I agree. I mean, I think that that dumbs down the game. I realize, those of you that are baby dragon experts out there, that it's not just spamming, that you've got to worry about that tantrum spell that the baby dragons have. But at the same time, the Clash team believes that the game is healthier and better if attacks are usually a multitude of types of troops and not just one. So I would expect in the future, although they didn't say anything was coming immediately, I would expect in the future to see balancing or perhaps changes in other ways that will reduce the number of attacks that we're seeing of just one singular troop, whether it be baby dragons or archers or anything else. And one of the issues that they pointed out, and this is a good point, is troop interactions. Troops and buildings at different builder hall levels, they want to keep the interactions consistent, meaning, you know, the troops behave and they can take out their structures of equal power at builder halls, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6, and beyond as we move up. And so maybe right now you're seeing too many mass dragon attacks at builder hall 6 only. They can't just nerf that specific troop at that level without changing the interactions and then making them not consistent from, say, builder hall 5 or even builder hall 7 in the future. So it's a touchy thing. It's not a really easy problem to address, but again, they are working on it. Also, people talked about the problems with builder hall 4s getting stuck matching builder hall 5s. 5s getting jammed matching up with 6s. And it's funny, we talked about this for a while, and I have to tell you guys, the conclusion is you guys are better than you think. Okay, and that's really the way it works. The vast majority of these matches are determined by trophies. And I realize that you feel like you're matching maybe too many people that are a builder hall level above you. The problem is they're not as good as you. And I know that sounds strange, and I'm not just blowing sunshine, you know where. I'm honestly telling you that just by the fact that you're here watching a YouTube video makes you better than the average player. And I know I've said that before, but I really think it's true. The Clash team agrees, and I will give you this piece of information. They told me that at a certain trophy level, at a certain point in the game, the strength of the village goes out the window, and it's strictly trophies that match players, and it has to be that way to keep things fair. And it makes sense, and it's also why you're always going to see players a builder hall level higher than you if you get good enough and you're not maxed out. All right, friendly challenges. They said that they are working on it, that it could be coming in the future, but it's something that they want to look more closely at and make sure that it's good for the game before it happens. The same is true with tournaments. They talked about something like that. They're again looking into it. You know, other major game mode changes to the game, like Builder Hall Clan Wars. They did talk about the idea that they want to encourage more clan activity, more clan interaction. So who knows what that could mean in the future. And I actually asked about the Goblin Maps, and you know what they said? They said that they've got an idea that's even better than new Goblin Maps that they're working on. So we could hope to see that as well. A second builder in the Builder Hall, they said no, not right now. The Clock Tower Nerf, they said that's going to stay the way it is, unfortunately. I asked them about war matchmaking and engineering. They said it's a very high priority. They're always working on it, and obviously we just saw that change that was released in this last balancing update. So war players, have faith. More changes are coming. They're constantly working on this. It's a constant battle to try to even things out. And we even discussed the idea, I brought up the idea of maybe adding the number of war stars that a player has to the weight somehow, because you'll see a lot of these really heavily engineered clans, and it's not just the individual players. Some are bringing really low level accounts in there, and They're obviously addressing every possible facet of it, so have faith, you guys. But unfortunately, it's just like everything else. As they advance more technical ways to try to fix balancing, there are players out there and clans out there that are constantly working to try to unbalance the system to do whatever they can to get the smallest of advantages, or sometimes big advantages, in clan wars. So that is going to wrap it up for now. Again, I am here in Tallinn, Estonia, trying to keep up with videos, trying to live stream when I can on Mixer. In fact, I'm going to have a live stream this evening. Hope you guys can stop by. Hope you subscribe for daily Clash content. Have a fantastic day. Love one another. Be positive. And I will see you guys again tomorrow for more full attacks. And no, there's no Peter at the end because I'm in Estonia and he's at home. Thank goodness.